To create a session in Program Builder, you have to go to Event Schedule and click on Program Builder. And then you need to click on Add Session. And there you have to enter your session title and the description. And if you already have accepted submissions and you want your accepted submissions to be converted into program sessions, then you can instead search for one of your sessions, one of your abstracts, and then select it. Once you select it, it would automatically populate your session title and description with the abstract title and description. So you do not have to manually copy and paste the session info. Otherwise, if it's a totally new session, then you can simply copy and paste your session title and description here, and then select the date in which this session is going to happen, and select the start time, end date, and then the end time, and then select a venue. If this is going to be an in-person session, if this is going to be a live meeting or virtual session, then you can select any of the venue that you have created for your live meeting. Set the attendee capacity. The attendee capacity would be automatically set based on the session venue, where you have defined the attendee capacity for each venue. If you want, you can add more capacity manually for this particular session. And then you scroll down, and there you have the option to enable live meeting. If this is going to be a virtual session, then you can enable the built-in live meeting option, and then anyone can join this session remotely through their laptop, and then they would be able to join the session via their camera and microphone. So you have the option to make it a virtual meeting or simply leave it as to none, so it can be a general in-person session. And if you have a pre-recorded video associated with this session, you can also upload your pre-recorded video. If you have the URL, you can enter the direct link to the video. If you want to upload it, you can use the browse button to upload the video. If it is going to be a live streamed session, then you need to provide the live stream URL and the meeting link, which is an optional feature, where you can provide the link to the meeting URL, so the speakers can click on this link to join the meeting, the backstage, and that meeting would then be live streamed on this URL that you have entered here. Again, so this is all part of the virtual event settings, so you can choose to ignore it if this is going to be an in-person session. Then you can also select track and format if this session has a specific track. Otherwise, you can also leave it. These are all optional features. You select a moderator for your session. You can select multiple moderators. The speakers would be automatically fetched from the submission that you have associated with this session. If this is going to be a new session altogether and not part of any accepted abstract, then you can search for your speaker, and then you can also search by their name, and then they would all be added to the session. You can also make them as featured if one of your speakers are going to be keynote speakers. You can also change the ordering of the speakers if and make the one who is a keynote speaker to the top of the order. And you can also display sub-sessions or presentations which are part of this session. So you can so the sub-sessions would all be the accepted submissions that authors have uploaded, and then you can then select the ones that you want to display in this particular session. So you just need to select them all, and if there is a specific location for these presentations, you can put the location here, Otherwise, if there is a video associated with this session, it would display, and then you can simply select the video video which is associated with this abstract, and then it would automatically display the video URL. So when attendees go to this session, they can click on this link, this button, to play the videos associated with this session. You can also have specific time slots for each session, and when you scroll down, you would have the option um, to to display the slides uploaded by the speakers. So you can either let the system automatically fetch the slides from the respective abstracts of this session, or you can manually upload them here. So the so you can if you want to save time, the easiest way is to automatically fetch the to let the system automatically fetch the slides for this session. And you can also display the view poster button, so they can download the posters associated with the subsessions. You can enable live chat, which is again part of the virtual event platform, where one can chat with the attendees in real time. You can also enable text-based Q&A, where they can ask questions to the speakers. You can also enable live polls. If this is going to be a virtual event, then people can participate in the live poll, and everyone would be able to see the live results for these polls. As you scroll down, you would also see the option to charge a fee for attending this particular session. If this is going to be a part of your general registration, then there is no need to associate with this session with a specific ticket type. If this is going to be a special session and require people, even the registered attendees, to pay um, uh, for this to attend this session, then you can associate this session with a specific ticket type that you have created, and then they need to purchase this ticket type before they can check into this session. You can also upload the sponsor banner. You can also select the sponsor logos that you want to display. So these sponsors are being fetched from the sponsor launch, where you have created all these sponsors. So once you have created the sponsors, they would all display, and you can then choose the ones that you want to whose logos you want to display in this session. And these are options to display the attendees who have checked into the session. You can also display the moderators and the speakers in the session, and you can display the check-in button. Otherwise, you can hide it if you don't want to display this check-in button. And the C credits option is where you can set the C credits that you want to offer when attendees have checked into this session. So they need to check in and then check out to be able to receive the C credits. And you can also enable authorized check-in, so only those who have this specific code would be able to check into this session, and not random attendees. You can also enable survey form for this session, uh, so you can collect the feedback for each session that attendees have checked into, and you can also enable survey form for each presentation, each subsession of the session. So to collect the feedback for each presentations along with the session along with the main session. This is the setting where you can configure whether you want the survey form to display to all the attendees, or only to the ones who have checked in to the session, or only to those attendees who have checked out from the session. So if you set it to checked out, then only once they check out, they would be able to share the feedback for this session. This is where you can control whether you want to display the session uh, to all the attendees, or only to the ones with a specific role. And similarly, you can display the check-in button to all the attendees, or only to the ones uh, who have a specific role. For example, if you only want it to be displayed to, let's say, attendees uh, with the exhibitor role. So you have to select the exhibitor, and then only those attendees who have the exhibitor role would be able to check into this session. Otherwise, if you want to display it to everyone, you want to let all the attendees to be able to check into this session, then you can set it to everyone, and then everyone, all the attendees would be able to check in. So this is how you can create the whole session, and do not forget to click on save to save your information. And once you have saved it, you can also preview it by clicking on this preview button, and this is how it will display. So this is how it would when you click on the preview, it would display the session on the website. So yeah, this is it. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.